Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. Today we go out of province to Kelowna, BC, where an RCMP officer did a wellness check on a student having mental health issues. The RCMP officer, Constable Lacey Browning, ended up assaulting the victim, nursing student Mona Wang. I have watched so many wellness check videos where the person in distress ends up battered or dead. You have to think twice about calling the police for a wellness check on a loved one. Go check yourself or call a friend to go check on them. If you call the police, your loved ones might end up dead. CBC did amazing work looking into this and having a good follow up story for it also. I will link their video and their follow up in the description. Watch the video and tell me if this is how you should treat someone in distress.
This is the video that has Kelowna and the rest of the country talking today and questioning police officers' involvement in wellness checks. The incident happened here at this apartment building for UBC Okanagan students. It involved Corporal Lacey Browning and a nursing student, 20-year-old Mona Wang. It resulted in Browning dragging Wang across the building's lobby in front of other students and then stepping on her head. Actions all caught on surveillance cameras. In a civil lawsuit, Wang says she was in mental distress and her boyfriend called the RCMP to check in on her. Wang claims Browning found her lying in a semi-conscious state in her bathroom, but instead of providing help, she says the officer yelled at her to get up and kicked her in the stomach when she didn't. The surveillance video shows Browning pulling Wang, who is lying on her stomach and not moving, down a carpeted hallway and later into the lobby. Wang is handcuffed and only wearing pants and a bra, as other students come and go, some stopping to stare at her lying on the ground. When Wang lifts her head slightly, Browning forces it back down to the floor with her foot. None of the claims in the lawsuit have been proven in court. Mayor Colin Bazran says what he saw when he watched this recent arrest video last night is disappointing.
Really disturbing. And I think it just highlights the need for systemic changes. Obviously dealing with mental health and addiction issues is not easy, but what I saw in that video was incredibly disappointing.
In a legal response, Corporal Browning says Wang was combative and she only used enough force to take her into custody under the Mental Health Act. An RCMP spokesperson says it's reviewing the video and the allegations and will determine the next steps to take.
Constable Browning pleaded guilty to assault, but gave comments about what happened. She said the victim took out a box knife and that's why she defended herself, but this was never proven. If she would have tried to attack the officer with a knife, she would have been charged for it. This would not excuse dragging her across the floor when she is in handcuffs and putting her foot on her head. If the victim was having a mental breakdown, this won't help. This took so long for Kelowna RCMP to investigate and try that the lawsuit was settled for an undisclosed amount before the sentencing was ever brought up. The lawsuit states Browning proceeded to assault the plaintiff by stepping on the plaintiff's arm. The lawsuit alleges Browning kicked the plaintiff in the stomach while the plaintiff was lying on the bathroom floor semi-conscious. The civil suit also claimed that Browning told Wang to stop being dramatic and called her a stupid idiot. So for dragging her out of her room, pulling her hair, and pinning the victim's head down with her foot, the RCMP officer got no jail time because of the thin blue line. She was handed a 2-year conditional discharge in BC Provincial Court this week. Constable Lacey Browning, she's a 15-year veteran of the RCMP, was also ordered to complete 160 hours of community service by Provincial Court Judge Roy Dickey. In a report from shortly before she assaulted Wang, Browning indicated she was going through the motions at work, struggling with compassion and empathy. The judge said the incident was out of character according to the letters of support, and she is now showing accountability and remorse. So here we go with out of character defense again. That seems to be a very popular defense for the RCMP. This would not work for you and I if we would assault someone at this point, but it seems to work for the Blue Line Gang. While developing remorse, Dickey said Browning has also suffered from the firestorm of negative attention set off by the release of the video of the assault. The firestorm has resulted in Constable Browning suffering from debilitating stress, paranoia, anxiety, medical complications, and depression, Dickey said. Good. Now maybe she can start imagining what this poor victim was going through before she was brutally assaulted. I'm a strong supporter of people with mental health issues, but it's very hard for me to sympathize with this officer. The RCMP want you to feel sorry for this tyrant. Officer stating she has been prescribed medication to address these issues. The threats were serious enough for her to move to another community. Her job has also been limited in the time that passed. Move to another community? She shouldn't be a cop anymore if this is how she treats non-violent people. She should be in jail for what she did. She's a disgrace to the badge. Just let me know what you think of this. Does she deserve to keep her badge? Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.